What's up guys, my name's Glitch and today we're going to be talking about something a little bit more important than we usually would on this channel. We're going to be talking about net neutrality. Now if you don't know what that is, then I don't blame you, as before all this stuff that's happened recently has started going on, I didn't know what it was either. Oh my god, Glitch is doing a trending topic. What's happened to this channel? So the definition of net neutrality is the principle that internet service providers should enable access to all content and applications regardless of the source and without favouring or blocking particular products or websites. So basically it's the rule that when you pay for your internet from your internet provider, say you use like a 1 gigabyte of internet in that month, you would pay for that 1 gigabyte and you wouldn't pay depending on what websites you went on or what you did on it. You just pay on how much that you used, and that those internet providers will not control what we use that much on. It shouldn't control what we're allowed to look at and do online. I'm bad at explaining stuff. So net neutrality, I'm going to read from this website right here on my other monitor, prohibits internet providers from blocking, throttling, or unpaid prioritization or fast lanes for sites that pay and slow lanes for everyone else. So what that means by fast lanes is that, say that a massive company like Netflix wanted better connection than a small company like, I don't know, like a charity website or something like that. Netflix wouldn't be able to pay the internet providers more money to get a better connection. It would be level no matter how much money the website had or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's equal. So basically that just means that us as people who use the internet, our internet connection is fine. We don't have to pay anything extra for what websites we use or anything like that. Everything is fine, everything's equal. We can go onto whatever websites we want. Well, I guess whatever websites we want, and we wouldn't have to pay extra depending on what we do on them because of net neutrality and things like that. And the internet speed will be fine, and yeah, all is happy days. But what's been happening recently, these 4 companies, Comcast, Verizon, Time Warner Cable, and AT&T, are going to try and end net neutrality to control and tax the internet. I'm reading this all from a website, by the way, so I'm not a genius and all this stuff. I want to make this video, but I'm not very smart. Basically, these massive companies who get people to pay for the internet want to make it so basically they benefit and that's it. They get more money, but the people below, like the people who run the websites, people who use the internet, will have to pay extra to be able to use the internet the way they used to be able to. I'm going to be putting a link in the description to the website I'm using for this information, by the way. I'm not going to completely take this information, just be like, I got this myself, these are my own words. I'm changing my own words a little bit, but I'm getting them all from this website, battleforthenet.com. You should go check it out, it's a very good website. So say that these 4 companies won the right to end net neutrality, they will be able to make any website pay so much money so they can escape the slow lane and get into the fast lanes. So basically this means that if the websites don't pay a lot of money so they can have the normal speed they used to have in net neutrality, then they'll be in a slow lane and the internet would be very bad for it, or the website would just be completely shut down. And so the massive companies like Netflix and YouTube and companies that have got enough money to be able to pay these internet providers to be able to have their website running the way that was before and to be in a fast lane will be fine, but they're the only ones that would be fine. And of course the 4 companies who want to end net neutrality will be fine because they're getting more of that money. This is all in America, by the way. Problem with this is that a lot of things that America do, the UK, tend to kind of copy. Like something that Paracynical said is that if this happened in America, that it wouldn't be too much of a surprise if the UK was like, hey, we should do that, as if that's a good idea when it's not. So as I was saying, this could completely get rid of the small voices, like the small websites, like the upcoming Netflix, the upcoming YouTube, like the small companies who want to get big on the internet. They wouldn't be able to do it because they'd have to pay lots of money to be able to actually have a chance to actually run their website the way they would want to, and for people to actually use their internet. And if it wasn't the website paying the companies to be able to run quickly, it would be us, it would be the consumers, the people who actually use the internet. So basically nobody wins but the massive companies that are really high up the food chain, and they're the only people that would actually benefit from this. Everybody else, the websites, the consumers, everything below will suffer. One of the reasons other than the money I can see them doing this is because of the non-biased news sites that are on the internet that are free to run the way they want and to share the non-biased views to the people without having like all the really high up news companies shoving their opinions down your face and being like, look, this is how it should go, this is this, and that's the only people, anyway, a lot of people who watch TV and get their news from TV see the news and get their opinions from. But then, because of the internet, we're able to see these websites that have non-biased views and say that, for example, I don't know, if the new government that are in the UK, they could say this is a good thing about them being in head of office, and or head of that's president. This is a good thing about them being head of the country now, and this is a bad thing about head of the country now. You decide your opinions on your own. If this was not a thing, if net neutrality was not a thing, these websites would not be able to afford to run and be able to show us the news in this non-biased way, and so all we get is back to Fox News or BBC or whatever showing their biased opinions to us, and we won't have an opinion because all we see is what we're seeing on the TV, which is biased views, and that's all we'll know. We won't know that it's biased, we'll just know that that's the facts. And on top of this, there's even more. As well as making it so they get more money and people suffer because they have to pay to get internet connections that are decent, there's also the privacy aspect of things. Some people have been saying that by doing this, I'll try and put the tweets in editing, so if I am wrong, then the information is on the screen. This is just from what I remember. Some people have been saying that on top of all this stuff that's going on with the money stuff, there's also something to do with privacy. So if the net neutrality is gone, then these companies that, like the ISPs that we get the internet from, will be able to see what we use the internet on, because obviously they'll be like controlling what websites have fast connection, what ones don't. So they'll be able to see what we use the internet for, and I'm sure 95% of people watching this do not want people to see what they're using the internet to see, because it's no one else's business other than their own. Everyone needs some privacy, man. They may be thinking, oh god, this is awful, how can we stop this? Can we stop this? And yes, we can, hopefully. So I'll be leaving a link in the description to one or two sites, but the main one that I know about is battleforthenet.com, which I said I've been using for the information for this. Basically, there's a form for you to fill out with your name, your email, your address, and a letter, which they did write a letter for you, but I would say to change it a little bit, because like the people this is being sent to is the FCC, and they've said, people who like run the FCC have said that they want the quality of the letters being sent to them about not stopping net neutrality to be better than the quantity is. So if they just keep getting tons of people send the exact same letter to them, then I don't really think that's really going to help many things. So I would say to change this letter a little bit. So this is a form being sent to the FCC and Congress. It says to stop Comcast, Verizon, and AT&T and whatever the other one was, to stop them stopping net neutrality, as they want to charge fees and control what we see and do online, which is what they've said. It starts on July 12th, but the end date for these letters to be sent is July 17th, and the day this video will be going up, hopefully, is July 16th. So you have one day to go to this website and try and help out, try and help the world. I'll leave like a picture here of all the companies that are supporting net neutrality. There's quite a lot on there. There's Twitter, Vimeo, Reddit, Netflix, Discord, Amazon, Kickstarter, OkCupid, AdBlock, surprisingly, BitTorrent, Change.org, Dropbox, Engine, Foursquare, Funny or Die, which I haven't actually heard of, I'm sorry about that, Imgur, or Imgur, how you pronounce it, Pinterest, Spotify, TeamSnap, VidMe, Weebly. That's just some of them. There's a massive list of all these websites that are trying to protest people stopping net neutrality, which is really cool to see. I can't see YouTube, but I'm sure. Come on, YouTube. As you can see, a lot of people don't want net neutrality to go. That's not just for them. They're not trying to stop it because it makes it better for them. They're trying to stop it because it makes it better for us as well if it's not stopped. And then it shows all these things that would come up or could come up if this is blocked. Like, this video's gone on for long. I've been on for 20 minutes. There's just been a lot of science of me thinking about stuff. But yeah, like I said, go support net neutrality in the description. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Hope this is kind of a weird video, just kind of a words video. I've probably missed some information out, but like I said, I'm going to leave a link to some of the websites below. There's only one more day to try and stop this, so if you haven't already, go try and do it. Go try and do what you do. Spread the hashtag, which is what I'm doing here. But as much help as we can get to stop these massive companies trying to get our money, and to try and stop, and do what did I say do? But basically control what we're doing on the internet. Nobody wants that. Okay, no one wants that except for the higher ups who are going to get money out of it. So do what you can to stop. And I guess that's all really all I need to do for this video. I'll also leave links in the descriptions to some more videos about this where they explain it more, because I'm not good at explaining stuff. Let's see if we can stop these companies trying to ruin the internet. If this law is passed, which I'm gonna be honest, I won't be surprised if it is, then the internet as we know it will be very different and will probably be, well, will definitely be pretty crap. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to spread the hashtag and do what you can to try and stop it. We've only got a day left. I probably should have uploaded this earlier on, but I'm recording this on the 15th, so I've only got a little bit of time to edit. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.